This is Brian, and welcome to this commentary playthrough of Final Fantasy II for the NES. This is a translated version because this game never came out in the US, so this is an English translation patch. So if there are a few things that are a little off, just keep that in mind. Just some starting comments before I go into this. Yes, this is for the NES. This is Final Fantasy II. Most people in the West knew this new Final Fantasy II as the one that came out for the SNES. That was actually Final Fantasy IV in numbering. I'm not exactly sure why 2 and 3 didn't come over initially. If they thought they were too tough for us, if they just didn't think they were going to be popular enough. One of the ones we did get instead is we got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest for the SNES, which is a fairly easy game. But anyway, we're gonna go from there. I played through this game before, but only once or twice in the past, so I'm not as familiar with it as I am with Final Fantasy I or some of the later games. And a lot of people consider this to be one of the worst Final Fantasies, I suppose. Not that I think it's bad by any means, but it's not up there in the top echelons of Final Fantasy. But I still like it okay. It's not like I hate it. So it has a few different gameplay mechanics than most of the other games. Final Fantasy always does that to a point. All of the games are quite a bit different from each other, but there are a few mechanics that they've kind of kept through the years, and then they just kind of either add something new or improve upon the old mechanic as they go. But this one was really a fairly far departure from the mechanics of 1 in some respects, especially as far as battle goes. And we'll talk about that as we go. But anyway, go ahead and get started here. In a far-off land, a long peace has ended. The Paramikian Empire has summoned Hellspawn in hopes to rule the world. The people of Fynn fought bravely for their kingdom and lost. Now 4 of Finn's youth must flee to Altea, with the enemy just behind. Alright, you can move the speed down here just like you could for Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, you see I don't have any save files here, so we're gonna put the speed on 6. And we'll go to new game. Now, you don't get to pick which class your characters are in this game, but you do get to pick their names. I know they have names. I can't remember necessarily what they're all gonna be. Let me see if I can remember. I think the main character is Firion. And I'm assuming this one is Guy. The woman is named Maria, I believe. And Leon. Now, if I put Leon and Guy in the wrong names, I guess we'll find out. It's not like it matters too much. Alright, we're ambushed here. And they're just gonna kick our asses. Yeah, I believe I did mix up Leon and Guy, but I mean, they didn't technically have names in the beginning here, so we're just gonna go with it. Hey, we got a hit off, but That didn't do much damage. This is a scripted battle you're supposed to lose. I mean, obviously, our characters have like 20 HP and they're doing close to 1,000 damage on us. We come to here. Here's somebody named Hilda. Will he survive? Yes. It'll not be long before he regains consciousness. He has a strong life force. I found him as I was fleeing Fynn, unconscious and covered in blood. Save him. I've amplified his life force. Let's let him be for now. You're right. We should get going. Everybody's waiting for us at the meeting. The Empire completes their warship at Bofsk. We'll stand no chance against them. Got some weird names for stuff. Where am I? The others. Guy. Maria. Leon. Tyrion, you're alive. Where's Guy? We were rescued by the Princess of Fynn, but Guy hasn't been found yet. It's alright. I'm sure he's alive. Yeah, it was supposed to be Leon that was the one that's not in your party. It'll be a little twist on our playthrough here. So, you have recovered. Good. Princess, please let us fight with your rebel army against the Empire. Settle down. In your current state, you'd only be throwing your lives away. We've got nothing else to live for. Our family, our homes, gone. I'm sorry. Well, you may stay here in Altea if you wish. Remember, the Wild Rose, it's the crest of Fynn, and the secret password of our rebel army. Our password is Wild Rose. Don't forget it. Alright, this is a mechanic of this game. I don't know, it's kind of clunky, but you have certain phrases like this, and you can see it's in boxes, brackets, so that's something you can learn. It's a keyword, because you might need to tell it to somebody else in order to progress the story or to get an item or something. Now, if we say Wild Rose to her, she just says the Wild Rose is the crest of Fynn. I wonder how Fynn is doing now. I saw captives being gathered there. If you're going to try to find Maria's brother Guy, Fynn might be a good place to start. However, it's become a very dangerous town ever since the Empire seized it. Be careful. And you can show items to some people too. It might trigger something. Your destiny will be intertwined with mine. I can feel it. First, head towards Fynn. I see you're using the password. Try saying it to others too. To the east is the port city of Palm, but a large lake blocks the way. You could get there if you had a canoe, though. This is the meeting room. Alright, here's our menu. We have items, but we don't have any. Magic. See, each character has MP, so we can all use magic, potentially. We have a broadsword, a buckler, and leather armor. Tyrion. He just has a bow and clothes. And an axe and leather armor. And here it shows you stats. You also have weapon skill levels in this game, so you can see on the bottom there. I believe the first one is barehanded, then you have shield, then knife, sword, club, axe, spear, and an arrow, maybe? Not 100% on all of those, but you'll see as we go. We have power, intelligence, vitality, power, agility, vitality, intelligence, soul, defense, attack, hit percentage, evade, magic power, and magic defense. So. Fynn Castle has been taken by the Empire. Their monsters are all over the place. I just want to check something here. Yeah, okay. That box on the left, which has save, learned, or item, it'll only pop up when you're talking to certain characters. So, yeah, like when you're talking to these guys, it's not there, so you can't even use that. But let's head out and look around here. This is where we came from. We can't use it. I wasn't sure if that was like a place you can go to get a free heal or something, but apparently not. And if you notice, the sprite for our main character, Firion, it looks, I think it's pretty much, if not exactly, it's really close to being the same sprite that they used for the fighter in the first Final Fantasy game. So yeah, I mean, graphics-wise, they didn't really make much progress from the first game to this game. But I mean, there's a little bit, I mean... Like, once we enter a door into an area, there's a little bit more going on, bookshelves and stuff like that. Oh, the pain! My daughter Hilda will tell you everything. Question mark? What, like he doesn't know what that is? This is the king's room. He was critically injured by the Empire soldiers. This is... same thing. Okay. This is Altea's rebel base. Kashuan's Prince Gordon is here in Altea. It seems he has lost his confidence, though. Princess Hilda fled here into Altea when Fynn was seized. He took control of the rebellion when the king was fatally wounded. Fatally wounded? Well, he's still alive. Doesn't fatal imply death? And there we had a treasure chest, and we got our first item. We got a potion. And yeah, by the way, you can do the same thing in this game like you could in Final Fantasy I, where you can move characters with this menu with the select button. One difference here being, though, you can move characters in the front row or the back row, which that is a welcome upgrade, because characters in the back row take less damage. They also deal less damage when attacking, but if you have a weak character, it's going to be worth it, especially if they use ranged weapons or if they use magic most of the time. Hey, I'm Paul, the world's greatest thief. There's nothing I can't steal. I never steal from rebels. My hometown of Fynn was invaded. Alright. The Empire hasn't attacked Altea yet, thankfully. Alright, so same as Final Fantasy I, you see you got an armor shop there with the shield over it. There you have a weapon shop. A sword. Abul is our blacksmith. He can make great tools, but lately he's been in hiding. That doesn't help anybody. There's a magic shop. Paul may be a thief, but he only steals from the Empire. And there's only one magic shop, it looks like, so I think that's because you can buy black and white magic in the same shop, if I remember right. We'll check it out shortly here. I don't think there are any hidden items in grass or anything like that. Here's the item shop. We'll check this one out first. Got 3 guys here. Welcome. What would you like? Crucifix, echo screen, a maiden kiss, and a gold needle. And you can see they are all prohibitively expensive, so we're not getting any of those at this point. Gold needle, here's some stone, I believe. Petrification. Maiden Kiss cures frog status, I think. Echo Screen cures mute. And Crucifix probably cures a curse. This guy has potions, X potions, eye drops, and antidotes. So, like, I mean, yeah, they're already selling X potions in the first town here, but they do cost a lot. Phoenix Down, which costs a lot again. Ether, Cottage, and Elixir. Elixir is 50,000. But it is kind of amazing all this stuff is available here at the first town already. So, I mean, potentially you could just grind for hours and be able to afford some of this stuff. But it would take several hours. And I guess that's one thing to take note of here too. We actually get to walk into the shops in this game. Unlike in Final Fantasy I, where you just go through the door and then you're just standing in a black room with the counter and the shopkeeper. What's this building? Is this the clinic? Okay. I guess this is probably the place where you need to come if a character is knocked out or KO'd in battle. See what kind of magic we have. Alright, looks like we got a black mage guy behind the counter here selling us stuff. Firebolt, Ice Cure. So yeah, we do have white or black magic here. Not gonna buy any of these yet because you can see black magic spells. That's all the gold I have is 400. And I want to see what we have for weapons, armor first before I buy any of that. And magic comes in tomes. So if you buy a tome and you use it in your item menu, like if you go into the menu, it'll be an item here once we buy it, and then you can use it on a character and that character will learn the spell. You can also use it in battle though as an item and it will just cast the spell. But obviously that's going to be a lot more expensive than if you just teach the spell to the character, because then the character can keep using it. Granted, I think when you use it as an item, it's going to be much stronger in that form, at least before you level up the spell with your character. I'm just an old man. Heh, that was only a disguise. I'm the rebel's best blacksmith, Kabul. Okay. Are you going to do anything for me? It's not. We got a knife. Oh, that's a cane, I guess. That's what that's symbol for. So, staffs or canes. Got a javelin, broadsword, knife. What did we have on each character? Okay, he's already got a broadsword. He's already got an axe. There probably aren't any upgrades there yet unless you want to switch to a different weapon type. You do level up weapons and magic in this game by using them, so the more you use a weapon or a magic spell, the higher level it'll get. Looks like that must be a leather bracer. Buckler. And that's also an improvement in this game, I would say. When you get weapons and armor, they go under the item menu here. So you're not as limited in your inventory space. Let's go ahead and see what we can equip here. I would imagine they can all equip leather helmets. And bucklers, yeah. Item, I think when they're talking about that, it's like an accessory, so you can get those in this game too. We don't have any yet. Alright, so we got our Leon guy equipped here. Alright, so we can get another helmet. 2 more bracers. Oh, okay. Well, we're out of money. So I'll have to go out and fight a little bit to get enough to get the rest of our stuff here. He's totally equipped, so I just need stuff for Maria. Get a leather bracer, and I'll probably switch her off of bow and use her for something like javelin. So then I'll get a buckler for her as well. Let's see, were there any other buildings we haven't looked in yet? Well, I guess we got the inn. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here or anything. It's 0 gil a night. We can stay here for free. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Because I'm not sure if this is the way you save the game in this game. I don't remember. It was in the first game. No, it didn't seem like it. But anyway, if we walk there, we walk out. Okay, yeah, there is a save button here, so we can choose which file. You actually do have 4 slots to save in this game. Kind of morose world music. Here we got an airship flying around. And we're just gonna get into our first battle here. We got 4 Hornets. And one of them ran away. And we're poisoned. But if you notice, the poison ran out. So that's one nice thing here, I guess, at least. We don't have to worry about curing that every time we get poisoned. Now, there's one unique thing about this game. One thing you'll find yourself doing quite a bit, probably, if you want to level up quickly early on, is you'll just attack yourself. Because that's a good way to gain strength and HP. Because that's how you level up in this game, is by taking damage, or by using magic, or by using your weapons. Kind of strange, and I think that's what throws a lot of people off in this one. Because you don't gain level. It's not like we get up to level... Like you see there, we're gaining stats. We got power up for a couple of them, we got intelligence up. It's just each stat is tied to different actions. Like power, I believe, is when you attack with your physical weapons. Intelligence is when you use black magic. Soul, I think, is when you use white magic. Vitality is when you get hit. Agility is, I don't remember what agility is, if that's like when you avoid an attack, maybe? No, I think that's what the evade is. But yeah, I mean, it's just like that. That's how you have to gain your levels. So you can see for him down there, the sword has a 5 next to it now, so that means he's gaining up to level 1 with it. Until I get enough money to buy the cure and stuff here, I'm probably not going to sit there and hit myself too much because I have that much HP. Although, I mean, we can just run back to town whenever we want. Stay at the inn for free, so... Yeah, I mean, if you're not comfortable completely with this, especially right away, probably going to want to make use of that save quite often. You don't get wiped out accidentally. And it looks like we still have the mechanic in this game for when you're attacking enemies, you have to select which one you attack. And if you attack one that's already been defeated, it's going to be an ineffective attack. Keep that in mind as well. I wasn't paying a ton of attention, but I think she actually charged me 10 gil that time. So you must have just got a free stay the first time, I guess. I mean, it's not like that's still too much, so wouldn't be too worried about it. Alright, so yeah, you can see we can go off to the left over here, or we can cross the river. We got some different enemies here. We got a leg eater. These are still pretty easy. But we're missing them. In order to save time on this playthrough, I'm probably not going to worry too much about like getting all of their magic spells leveled up or getting all of their weapon skills leveled up. I'll probably stick with a particular weapon type for each character. Generally, when I play through games like this, I like to level up stuff as much as I can when I go through it, so I would probably sit there and take enough time to grind up all the levels for the weapons, but yeah, that might be kind of boring for viewing, so I'm gonna try not to do that here if we can get away with it. And you saw there, Leon had taken some damage, so his HP went up, so he's up to 55 now. I don't know. There's some pros and cons to this leveling method. I think there are other series. I think the Saga series had leveling similar to this. Not 100% on that. I'm not too familiar with it, but I've heard, from what I've heard, I believe that's right. Here we got a couple of goblins. They're pretty easy. He gave quite a bit of gil, or at least more than the other guys were given. Yeah, and you see then, also since we don't level up in the traditional way, we don't even get experience, it's just gold that you're getting after battle. Ambushed us. The goblin fled. Not like we've even increased our stats much, but they're already afraid of us. That's interesting. I wonder if the skill drops are random? Because that one dropped 12, and for the battle with 2 of them, we had 18. Got quite a few enemies in this battle. Same guys we fought before, though. That wasn't the one I meant to attack. Went back the wrong way. Oh well. Not like we're in danger. Guess these guys have had enough of the fight. They're all running away. Probably got enough. Get the bracer and buckler for Maria now. Hope. Not quite enough for the buckler. I don't think she could equip it with the bow anyway, so I'd have to have enough to buy the trident for her. And you do see it does tell you up there. Kind of nice, we have our attack and defense on the screen up there in the upper right. So you can see what it does just by equipping that. It brings it up by 1 for her defense. So it's kind of nice. In the first Final Fantasy, you had to go to your menu and check that every time before you equipped or unequipped something, if you wanted to know what stat difference was for it. Alright, let's get one more fight, and we're probably going to call it good for this part today. Alright. The next time we'll try to get enough gold to finish buying equipment for Maria. And then before I'm worried about getting that magic, we'll probably try and head on to the next area. But let's go ahead and save it there for today, and we'll call it good for today. So remember, if you've been enjoying this content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you next time.